What's up, Caden? Yeah. What time's the game start? 7? Sounds good, man. I think it's 7, right? Hey, what's going on?
From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. The Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. And this is the rubber match, Ziggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boo. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go down, and towing the slab, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
And now the right fielder,
Leading
Ronald
off
Acuna
for the Braves,
Jr.
right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
And I lost my last game. 1-0 to these guys. So annoying.
And we're underway.
Bill Nico's knuckleball was dancing all around. Couldn't square it up good at all. I think I had more hits than them. I think I had 7 hits and they had 3. But scored a run and I didn't.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris. So we'll probably see a patient approach from them.
You know what's weird about Randy Johnson is he was a 3-pitch starter. You don't see many 3-pitch starters. I mean, you see pitchers who use 3 pitches like mainly, but you don't see a guy only have 3 pitches as a starter. You don't see many like just fastball, splitter, slider. Like that's not very common for a starter. Usually for a starter you get, let me see, like CC, he's got 5 pitches. Spawn's got 5 pitches. Phil Nico's got 5 pitches. And yeah, sure, a guy like Nico mainly uses the knuckleball like 80% of the time, mixes in a fastball and a curve sometimes. So like, yeah, but they have the option of going to some of these other pitches, while someone like Randy, he literally only had 3 pitches, which was crazy. You see that sometimes from relief pitchers, like Strom's got 4, Miller's got 4, Smith's got 4. Usually, like, relievers sometimes only have 3 or 4. Like, Dennis Ecker's only used 3. But starting pitchers usually have at least 4 or 5.
This one in the air, center field.
Yeah, except Waldron's kind of a bum.
Makes the play.
Like, Waldron really hasn't been that good. But Phil Niekro is a Hall of Famer.
Empty. Now it's going to be Chipper Jones.
Just dominated me, too, that last game. Absolutely dominated me.
And that's ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that is downstairs. Now 2-0. On the corner for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time.
Ooh, somehow got him.
Braves go down quickly here. Now the Red Sox will get.
Is that the speed of Waldron's? Might be better if it was slower. Like, maybe it doesn't get as much movement on it.
Back in Boston, and today's starter, Warren Spahn. And Chris, pitching on the road.
Warren Spahn from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Honus Wagner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next pitch is outside. In the air, out towards right center.
Yes, sir. We need to close the deal one of these years and get the championship final. What a running play. I thought I was going to get a hit on that.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Siggy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level. Which ultimately
any big name people in the offseason? Well, they re-signed Josh Allen to a different deal. I don't think they really added anybody. They signed, they cut Von Miller and they signed Joey Bosa. So he's probably the biggest name guy they got, was Joey Bosa. They drafted a bunch of defensive players, which hopefully will help. Signed a receiver from the Chargers. But he's not a big name guy.
And there's 2 down.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. Foul
I think Warren Spahn is the only person on the game that throws a palm ball. I think he's the only person.
2 outs, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Willie.
Yeah, these umps just call. They just call things strikes and balls, and it's, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, let's see if we get a borderline. No, right down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
2 balls,
In the
1
dirt,
strike.
blocked. Two outs. That one
3 balls,
misses,
1 strike.
and now 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and the count is filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
He's on the Dodgers
Foul ball at the plate.
on this game. I traded for him real quick and then traded him to Philadelphia because I wanted Cliff Lee instead. Because I like that Lee doesn't walk people.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. And it is gone.
Hey, we got a dinger.
His 9th homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Oh, you mean you missed it? He died? Yeah.
And it paid
Yeah, it
off.
sucks.
Well, that was a battle, dude, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Gets pitch recognition early.
Let's see.
He saw exactly where that was going to be.
Oh.
The challenge, not get
392, not a cheapo.
He stayed on it and got all of it.
And with 2 down. Red Sox.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. My friend came by. He's the mailman. Had to talk to him for a little bit.
And that one ripped to left, and that gets down into the gap. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 6, first baseman, David Ortiz.
Here's a big power threat. David Ortiz, 3 for 7 in the series so far. And that's down and away. That misses, and the count is 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
In the dirt.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Red Sox already leading. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot. Here, just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a ground ball. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Eddie Matthews. Johnson back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And it's 1-1. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Battling here as he fouls it away. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
David Justice, next up for the Braves, entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. That clips the corner. Justice, a former All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And here's the catcher.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Snap throw to first. And he's back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Wagner has it for 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Fenway, we head to the bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And a foul ball. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
And the slider just misses. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Batting 8th, catcher Jason
And the batter now,
Varitek.
Jason Varitek. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Here's Nico Horner.
Nope. Ball 1.
Boggs leads off first with 1 away. And another ball.
Outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And he deals. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Boggs around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Honus Wagner. Second and third, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's some real power at the plate. Hank Aaron.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Way outside, ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Just missed. And now it's filled up.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been
left
part of his
fielder,
career since day
Manny
one.
Ramirez.
Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Reynaldo Lopez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Strider also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground. Base hit. 1 run in already. The throw to third.
I feel like Chipper should have at least dove. He didn't even dive for that. What are you doing, Chipper Jones?
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Warren Spahn out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Reynaldo Lopez on the pitch out of the pen here.
He's got to be a
Reynaldo
little
Lopez.
tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Mays in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now
I got
one
a
miss.
ball, 1 strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Williams in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's got it. That is the inning. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves nothing.
Yeah, we in go mode.
Never going slow mo.
Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a
for
look at how the
Atlanta,
series has played out so
center
far.
Michael Harris, the second.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Up and in, 2-2. And there's a ball. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Matt Olson at the plate and takes high there. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Slider misses outside. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away down. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Alex
Second
Bregman.
baseman, Alex Bregman.
Right down the chute. That's strike 1. Infield shifted to the pull side. That's out to center field. And that chance handled by Willie Mays. And that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
First baseman, David Ortiz.
That one's in there. Strike one. Lopez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Ball one there.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
This one in the air. Jones. One down.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
It's Wade Boggs now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Breaking ball, this is down and away. One down, base is empty. That one's in there. And the count 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
Two the count.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Harris after it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Varitek,
nope,
the next to hit, takes outside.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield playing straight up now. Way high there. 1-0. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Acuna punches one foul right side. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
And now Ellie De La Cruz. And there's the strike.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits off the monster. And that's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately.
Baseman,
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
At the plate, Chipper Jones.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
2 in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mays sizes this one up, squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eddie Matthews. There's the strike at the knees.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
0-2 now.
1 ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. De La Cruz stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
David Justice getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. Two outs with a runner at third. And that misses. And it's 2-0. Just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
number 9.
Guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. It's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Ortiz, he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for Boston, Nico Horner.
Baseman, Nico Horner.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Lopez fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That misses the zone, and a full count now. On the ground, out to short. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner will hit next. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Henry
2 outs, base is empty. Hank Aaron now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Harris, the second.
Johnson back to work. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner makes the grab, and there's 1 away. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That's long gone. And they inch closer. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Bregman measures 6 feet even, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That one is upstairs. Johnson, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fastball for a strike. Well, he's been good. for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
There's a swing and a drive. Ranging back. And it's off the green monster. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, the last 10 games
Now
or so
batting
have been
right
anything
fielder,
but fun
Ronald
at the plate
Acuna
for him, so
Jr.
that one has to feel good.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Bregman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Late that time, it's strike two. Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Man at second.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. One out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And downstairs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And now, Ellie De La Cruz, 1 for 2. Backed off the plate that time.
1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's off the mark, 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Fly ball down the line. Hank makes the grab. And that is that. So the Braves get one back on the solo. It's 5-2. back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Willie Mays. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab, and there's one down. And as well, lots of pop in that bat, so you combine the slug with really good defense.
Hitter, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Man at first, one away. And now it's even up.
Ball.
And that one missing low. And that's fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough.
That was bad commentary. I don't want to just point out all the bad stuff because it's like the last couple days I've been pooping on MLB The Show. I still think it's a great game. But he just said that's their first base runner since the 2nd inning. There's literally somebody on base. What are you talking about?
Over at second, Ortiz at
that
first,
needs to be
2 out of
fixed.
the inning. Swing and a pop-up. And the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves 2. Top of the 6th inning. Now in for the Braves. Chipper Jones.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
That's down and in.
1 strike.
That one ripped right center field. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. His 16th homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Eddie Matthews getting ready to hit. Both 2 in this one. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Red Sox by 2. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss. That misses, and it's a full count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's ball 4.
Take the base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, left
And
fielder,
next for Atlanta, David
David
Justice.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for the
Darren
Red
O'Day
Sox.
takes over on the mound.
Number
Well, he's got
56.
electric stuff coming out of the pen.
Darren
His strikeout
O'Day.
rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down. Now it's the Atlanta catcher. And the first offering is not close. Red Sox leading it by 2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I don't know how he was able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now at the plate, Michael Harris II.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And there's a ball.
Right. Yeah, I'm the Red Sox here. You're a Grizzlies fan? Is that what that logo is?
That's hard hit on the line. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Matt Olson. He's already
Nice.
homered in this
Yeah, I kind of like them. I like John Morant. I just wish he would stop doing stupid stuff. Like, he's so talented. He's such a good athlete.
The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. And that's downstairs.
I feel like he had a way down season.
Well, don't count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
And that one fouled off.
Yeah, he definitely does need to grow up a little more. But luckily for him, he's still got time. He's still young. He just has to not do anything too detrimental. I mean, he's like walking a tightrope. Caden, hopefully I do. Oh, you changed your name back. You got off the Rep BX and went back to Caden, huh? I'm just reading the messages from Kevin's account earlier. I paused it. Lewis was delivering my mail today, so when he came by, I paused it and went to say hi to Lewis. What did he say? He asked if he wants to play Fortnite. Put Ted Williams lead off because he's your best hitter. I wouldn't bet. He's my best hitter lead average-wise, but he's not the type of leadoff hitter I would want. I would much rather have a guy with speed who can steal too.
Patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one.
Yeah, I definitely want someone out in front of Hank Aaron too. I like Aaron in the 2-hole because he can steal too. I use Hannes in my leadoff. He's got a 356 on base, which is pretty solid. Can I sort it in here? Let's see. He doesn't count. He's a backup. Big Poppy's actually my best leadoff guy, or my best on base guy, I should say. And Manny's been really good getting on base for me too, but I don't want to put him. I don't want to lead off him. He's not a guy who can swipe an extra bag, get in scoring position. Mays has got speed, but isn't a great stealer. Not great at stealing. Hank's already in number 2. Ted, I just don't want Ted number 1. I feel like he's a number 3 hitter. Against righties, I hit him 3rd, and against lefties, I hit him like 5th or 6th because he doesn't have any power. And then I leave Wagner at leadoff. And Haroner's been great hitting against lefties. He's hitting 386. Same with Tech. Reading.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston, and it remains 5-3. Back here in Boston, we go to the top of the 7th, and now it's Alex Bregman. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. First offering, and it just misses. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that is downstairs. The count now 2-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Atlanta,
here's
right
Ronald
fielder,
Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Darren O'Day gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
so the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Tyler
number
Holt.
87.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that's in there for strike 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Brusdar Graterol, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. And a base hit on the line. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, they're trying to bunt with Ellie. I mean, he's fast, and he can't hit off a lefty. But his bunting is actually worse than his ability to hit off a lefty. I mean, he doesn't have any bunting abilities. At least he's got abilities to hit a fastball and bad pitches. And he's got first pitch. They should have let him hit at least the first pitch, then try to bunt. I don't know.
Out here, this is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
And he pops up the bunt. Makes the grab.
Yeah, they tried it again. That was terrible. They should have just let him swing. What's the worst that happens? He strikes out. It would have been the same as that. Or maybe he hits into a double play, but he's got 99 speed, so maybe he doesn't. Maybe he beats out the throw to first. Yeah, I think I would have let him hit.
There's a pretty good chance this game is going to turn on one swing. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And that one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Eddie Matthews next up for the Braves. This guy with light tower power. And fouled off. Bregman, the lead runner, out at second. Acuna on at first with 2 now. In there at the knees. And that's strike 2. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Off the mark there. And now it's 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
So digging in, Hank Aaron. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Ground ball, Olsen. He'll do it himself. And a quick out, number 1.
Now
really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
That's a little bit low. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's out.
And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. High in the air, out to right. Acuna has it sized up. Out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Willie Mays. So
now it's the 4-hole hitter, Willie Mays. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
The flow is covered by God. Someone say, hold on.
That one missed. And that one pulled foul. Next pitch is outside. And that one fouled off. Pierce Johnson fires.
The count is full.
Ted Williams waiting to bat for the Red Sox. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Williams stands in now and watches strike 1.
Aye.
Squirts away a little bit.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And that skips in the dirt. And that's in the dirt. Got him looking. 3rd out. Back here in Boston, here's the left fielder, David Justice. Holton back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And a foul ball. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and now 3-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Now batting, number 9.
Here's the catcher. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Holton done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Red Sox.
for the Red Sox, Brusdar
Number
Graterol.
84.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Inside, and that is ball one. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
For Atlanta.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second. Out to short, Wagner. Throw to first in time. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Matt Olson up to the plate. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Justice at second with 2 down. Not close with that one. And 1-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Olson is set down. And that is the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll. Into the bottom of the 8th, Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Movement in the bullpen. Dennis Eckersley getting ready to go. Missed with a changeup and a count 2-1. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-3.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly up in with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And here is Wade Boggs. Fastball for a strike. Lee, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a ball.
2-2 to count.
That just misses. 3-2 now. And that's low for ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count
Now
kind of tells you that
catcher,
that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Jason Varitek up next for the Red Sox. 0
Now
for 3
running
with
at
3
first for the
strikeouts.
Red Sox.
Substitution being made
Number
at first.
52.
Pinch running for Boston. Pete Crow Armstrong. Fastball is outside. In the air, right field. Acuna after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
In there for strike 1.
0-1.
That to right. And he makes the catch. And the batter will be the shortstop, Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fly ball to right. Acuna makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Back now at Fenway, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. Infield shifted to the pull side. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering misses down and away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, right fielder.
He's 2
Ronald
outs away.
Acuna.
Here's Acuna now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Right through there for a strike. Eckersley, a former MVP. He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Right side. Ortiz takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Andres Jimenez now in the game as he takes over 3rd. Fought off foul. Ripped towards 3rd. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.